while Jerry Jones might act like a clown from time to time, the Dallas Cowboys fans, they're just the whole damn Jerry Jones money will just keep on growing and growing and growing and growing. He just can't help himself. Everyone expects them to choke, so they end up choking.
The Dallas Cowboys were undefeated at home. The Philadelphia Eagles practically gave them the NFC East title and a home playoff game for Dak Prescott. This man was in the MVP conversation. How could he possibly keep his job? One person to blame for this, and that's Jerry Jones. This man actually has a lot of patience. He kept Tony Romo around for longer than he should have. He kept Jason Garrett around longer than he should have. He's probably going to keep Mike McCarthy around longer than he should have. And same with Dak Prescott.
Problem with Jerry Jones is that he doesn't just want to win. He wants to win his way. Now, so many people have said this same statement before. It's not that Jerry Jones wants to win and show that he's the reason for himself winning, which is obviously also true. It's that every single decision he makes needs to be true. He doesn't worry about getting it right. He worries about being right. That's why he kept Mike McCarthy too long. That's why he kept Jason Garrett too long. That's why he gave Dak Prescott a huge contract, which I know everyone's going to say, he had no other choice. You're going to pay Dak Prescott. But just look at what the Commanders did. They gave Kirk Cousins 2 different franchise tags. Now, obviously, the Commanders, they're still a bottom-feeding franchise. But that was really smart organizational structure and decisions made by the Commanders there, which the Cowboys would have never done. He drafted Ezekiel Elliott with the 4th overall pick, which, yeah, did end up working. But when you really want to build a team, you don't draft a running back with the 4th overall pick, no matter how good they are. But while you might think that no one can hold Jerry Jones accountable, which to an extent is true, he's made so much money off of oil and off the Cowboys, there is one group of people that can hold Jerry Jones accountable, but they just don't. And that's Dallas Cowboys fans. They may not like him, but they still pay their hard-earned money. And the funny thing is that the cycle will happen again. Next year it'll start, everyone will be saying the Dallas Cowboys haven't proven anything. They're just going to be duds in the playoffs again. They'll beat up on some bad teams. The refs will maybe help them win a few games here and there. They'll either win the division, although they won the division this year, so we all know that they're not going to win the division next year. But they'll sneak in the playoffs. Maybe they'll play Tampa Bay or whoever wins the NFC South. They'll win that game. They'll be blowing them out. And then the next game, they'll lay an egg once again. And then you'll be wondering, why did I waste an entire season of my life watching this team? Giving money to Jerry Jones, who doesn't need any more money. What am I doing? But one thing I want to mention is that I think we had to split the Cowboys home defense with the Cowboys away defense. Now, I don't have the numbers with me right now because I seriously doubt that the Cowboys away defense is that good. I just don't think it's that good. And you got to remember, the Packers have a lot of fans. While it was still vast majority Cowboys fans there were a lot of Packers fans in that stadium today. So I'm sure that had a bit to do with just how bad the Cowboys offense was. But on second point, like Jordan Love, he played amazing down the stretch this season. But that game, besides a few exceptional throws, it just looked like he took whatever the defense was giving him. The defense was playing so soft. It was worse than what the Eagles defense was this past few weeks. They became the Philadelphia Eagles for 1 week. But what's so funny about this is that there's going to be a parade of Cowboys haters going off this next few weeks. I don't think it's the Cowboys haters that we need to worry about. I think we need to worry about the Cowboys homers in the media because they keep on selling this fake narrative to Dallas Cowboys fans who keep on eating it up even though they know in the back of their mind that it's probably not true that the Cowboys will be good next year. And it'll happen. And then when it happens, Jerry Jones' money will just keep on growing and growing and growing and growing. And the thing is, I don't even think he cares about the money. He just wants to win. But I think he's just so in tune to being a businessman that he just can't help himself. Yeah, and I don't even think it's Jerry Jones, the GM, that's the problem. Although, obviously, some of his contracts, I feel like he just gives them out because he wants to deeply believe in his drafted players. But I think the problem is that when you're the GM of the team, you can't just be running your mouth like Jerry Jones on his radio show, on interviews, etc., etc. Because what happens is that every player and every coach constantly is going to feel like they're being evaluated by Jerry Jones and could be publicly blasted by the media the next day. Or they could be publicly praised the next day. So it kind of creates this pressure vacuum, which is one thing that I feel like is happening to the Cowboys. It's kind of like this idea that you have in social psychology. I feel like what's happening to the Cowboys is that everyone expects them to choke, so they end up choking. Jerry Jones goes out on his radio show. He says these things. He puts extra pressure on the team, so they end up choking. And it's just that media circle and circus that keeps on going on and on and on. But I have one more thing to say. While Jerry Jones might act like a clown from time to time, the Dallas Cowboys fans, they're just the whole damn circus. who just keep on giving money to him.